It's formula time. I don't like giving you guys formulas because usually it feels like a magic trick, and I don't want you guys to think that math is about magic. It's not magical. But there is a way that we get this formula, and I'm going to show this to you guys in the next unit that we're going to study, where we encounter the quadratic formula. So right now you're just going to have to accept it as the formula, and you're going to use this formula to help you do things like find the axis of symmetry, or the H. The H is the X value in the vertex, okay? So if you ever needed to find the vertex or the axis of symmetry, this formula is what you would use. And actually, you can use this formula for other things too. And so what I want to do is I want to give you guys a quadratic function that you're going to now find the vertex of. And to do this, to help you guys out with this, I'm going to give you guys the standard form of kind of formula for a quadratic function so that you guys can see what your A, what your B, and what your C is. So the first thing you got to do is plug in the B and plug in the A. Hit pause and give that a shot. All right, after you identify your A, B, and C, you can easily plug it in. Okay, so the A is 1. That's because it's the number in front of the X squared. Okay, I don't see a number, Mr. Beatty. That's because a 1 would go invisible, because a 1 times something doesn't change anything. So if there's no number, you know that there's a 1. Next, the B. The B is the number that's attached to the X. Okay, so if you don't have an X number in your quadratic equation, then you know that the B is 0. Okay, same thing is true with the 5. Now the B is -4 here, and the 5 is C. Okay, if you're missing those numbers in your quadratic function, know that those numbers are 0. And so I'm supposed to plug in the B up here, the A down here. So let's do that. And then simplify. When I simplify the top, a -4 is a +4, and 2 times 1 is 2. And I simplify that, and you do that by dividing 4 divided by 2. You get 2. And my stews. That's it. That's how you find the H. That's how you find the X value for the vertex. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the Y value for the vertex. And to do that, we have to use the function because that's what defines what our Y's are. So Y equals, and I'm going to plug in my X value and then go ahead and simplify it. Okay, this will give us our K. Remember how vertex is HK from the vertex form? All right, that's what we're going to be finding right here, right now. And when we simplify it, we get a 1. And so now we have our vertex, 2, 1. And when you guys have your vertex, you can find easily the axis of symmetry. You can see it. It's the X. So you can write X equals 2. And that's very important that you write X equals. You could also find the max and the min. The max and the min is the Y value of the vertex. Now, the question, though, is this a maximum or a minimum value? All right, to know that, you have to know if you have a parabola that's facing up or if it's facing down. Now, after looking at this function, I know that we do not have a parabola that's facing down. And I know that because of the A. The A is a +1. And because the A is a positive number, we know that we have a minimum. The minimum value of this parabola is the bottom Y value of it, okay? And the max would be the top of the upside down one. But anyways, that's how you find those things. Memorize your new formula.